Why was Jesus' commandment to celebrate the true Passover on the 14th day of the first biblical month forgotten? Excerpt number 1 from the book, The Great Empires of Prophecy, From Babylon to the Fall of Rome, page 383 by Alonzo Trevier Jones. From Rome there came now another addition to the sun-worshipping apostasy. The first Christians, being mostly Jews, continued to celebrate the Passover in remembrance of the death of Christ, the true Passover, and this was continued among those who from among the Gentiles had turned to Christ. Accordingly, the celebration was always on the Passover day, the 14th of the first month. Rome, however, and from her all the West, adopted the day of the sun as the day of this celebration. According to the Eastern custom, the celebration, being on the 14th day of the month, would of course fall on different days of the week as the years revolved. The rule of Rome was that the celebration must always be on a Sunday, the Sunday nearest to the 14th day of the first month of the Jewish year. And if the 14th day of that month should itself be a Sunday, then the celebration was not to be held on that day, but upon the next Sunday. One reason of this was not only to be as like the heathen as possible, but to be as unlike the Jews as possible. This, in order not only to facilitate the conversion of the heathen by conforming to their customs, but also by pandering to their spirit of contempt and hatred of the Jews. It was upon this point that the Bishop of Rome made his first open attempt at absolutism. Excerpt number 2 from Eusebius of Caesarea, the Quartodeciman Controversy, original Greek text with English translation. Controversy over the date of Easter, chapter 24. As for us, then, we scrupulously observe the exact day, neither adding nor taking away. For in Asia great luminaries have gone to their rest, who shall rise again in the day of the coming of the Lord, when he cometh with glory from heaven and shall raise again all the saints. I speak of Philip, one of the 12 apostles, who was laid to rest at Hierapolis. John, moreover, who reclined on the Lord's bosom, and who became a priest wearing the mitre, and a witness and a teacher, he rests at Ephesus. These all kept the Passover on the 14th day of the month, in accordance with the gospel, without ever deviating from it, but keeping to the rule of faith. Moreover I also, Polycrates, who am the least of you all, in accordance with the tradition of my relatives, some of whom I have succeeded, 7 of my relatives were bishops, and I am the 8th, and my relatives always observed the day when the people put away the leaven. I myself, brethren, I say, who am 65 years old in the Lord, and have fallen in with the brethren in all parts of the world, and have read through all Holy Scripture, am not frightened at the things which are said to terrify us. For those who are greater than I have said, we ought to obey God rather than men. A compilation of historical texts presented by the website hefzibahsda.com. Please subscribe to our YouTube page named Restored Biblical Calendar. May God bless you. Shalom.